Hey guys.
How we doing, guys?
Joe here.
Kevin.
I'm really loving the tone of this series so far.
Yeah, I think it's going to shift a lot. Knowing Aaron Sorkin, we're going to have lighter episodes or lighter moments anyway, and I feel like that last one was as like a crossroads that there was absolutely a lot of comedy in that episode. And then I think we're going to have darker episodes as well.
Yeah. Good balance.
Yeah. Any of his movies, obviously on the West Wing, it definitely shifts tones.
I love how light on its feet the show is so far. Mm-hmm. And I was surprised at how funny the last episode was. You know, it's amongst the funniest things he's ever written.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
And I like the fact that it was the second episode. It was pretty much just a bad day at work. Everything went wrong.
Well, yeah.
And we got that right out of the gate. We got that up front. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was largely about, are we going to commit to this or are we not going to commit to it? Mm-hmm. And there was the big fight at the end between Mackenzie and Will. I'm trying to remember everybody's names. between Mackenzie and Will, to where it was like, are you in or you out? Are we doing this or are we not doing this? Mm-hmm. And he comes around that he's doing it. I like the fact that we addressed immigration is an issue. Will got kind of called out a little bit for being less than receptive to the idea of immigrants. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the episode, he does that really cool gesture, right, where he's going to pay for the guy that he was kind of trashing a little bit in the meeting to get back and forth to work, which is actually a really big deal because he was going to lose his driver's license.
Will is brash, but he seems like he's like a really nice guy.
Person. Yeah. Like underneath his brashness is actually a conscientious guy for sure.
Dude.
Yeah, definitely. He's our protagonist.
well, sometimes you get protagonists in TV shows. It's like we watch Succession, right? And everybody there is terrible, but like this is very much the anti-Succession.
Yes, it is.
And also, Alison Peel's character,
Alison Peel.
Yes, Margaret is that her name?
Maggie. Yeah.
Maggie. See, I pulled a Will there. There you go. Maggie and Jim need more of them. I feel like that's going to happen.
It's going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. The romance angles of it, maybe it'll get more interesting to me. I'm not there yet.
We just set it up.
Yeah.
Like in the first episode.
Right, they set it up, right.
And their chemistry is really strong.
Their chemistry is really strong. I mean, I agree with all of that. I've never felt like, when it comes to Aaron Sorkin, I've never felt like writing relationships has been his strong suit. Romantic relationships. I think he writes intrigue and story really well. Mm-hmm. I think he even writes characters really well. His Steve Jobs movie. The character writing in that was top-notch writing for revelations of a character arc through a 3-act play, basically. Yeah. He really does write character arcs really well. But when I don't think he's great with the romance.
There's exception. West Wing had a couple good ones, I feel like.
Yeah, no, there were good moments and bad moments romantically on the West Wing.
I guess we'll see then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it obviously depends on where they go with it. And like on the West Wing, it made a big difference, when it was Mandy versus when it was Amy Gardner. You know what I mean?
Say anybody else?
Right? Yeah. It kind of depends. I know we're very early. I'm just saying I need to be sold still on this love triangle thing.
I just like how in your face it is.
Yeah.
Straight out the gate. And I love that we got 2 episodes, and I pretty much love everybody. You know what I mean?
I love the cast.
Lived in. I love Charlie. Mm-hmm. Charlie's probably my favorite character so far. Sam Watterson. Yeah. I'm on board. I'm excited to see where we go this week.
Absolutely. We should get started. I want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being with us. Thanks so much, guys. Special shout out to our super patrons: ZY, Actuarial Lurker, Adam Pacio, Balish Foldes, Derek Peterson, Diana Perry, MC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Lindsay Swift, Lisa Klug, Matt Tyler, NJ, No Frills, Squick, Sudugun Devarapu, Sweet Baby Silvernail, Trey Contreras, Wolfgang Wolf, Yannick from Montreal, Christy Goverston, and Anna. Thanks so much, guys. Very grateful to be here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you might hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit the subscribe button so stay up to date with the new content we've coming your way.
Description below, link to our Patreon page for full-length watch-alongs. On most things on Patreon, you will have to sync and watch along in your own source material. Sputnik.
It's a really good intro, too.
Yeah, it's a cool intro. The opening song is amazing, too. Yeah. I like it more than the West Wing intro song.
Oh, yeah.
It's honestly great music.
Thomas Newman is a great composer.
Yeah.
To better understand why the tragedy of 9/11 happened, your government failed you, and I failed you.
And that was a clip of Richard Clark. I like that moment. I'm beginning this newscast by joining Mr. Clark and apologizing to the American people for our failure to successfully inform and educate the American electorate.
So this is him leaning into it.
I'm a leader in an industry that miscalled election results
Just wait till you get to 2025.
Yeah, way different landscape.
Congress would allow the fledgling networks free use of taxpayer-owned airwaves in exchange for one public service. Congress failed to include in its deal the one requirement that would have changed our national discourse. Under no circumstances could there be paid advertising during informational broadcasting.
Yeah, that's actually true.
1 hour a night, you work for us. And now those network newscasts, now they have to compete with the likes of me, a cable anchor who's in the exact same business as the producers of Jersey Shore.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
We'll be the champion of facts. You may ask, who are we to make these decisions?
I like this a lot.
We're the media elite.
Was he aware that he went on television and said everything his network had done up until that point was trash?
Also took responsibility for himself and not the network or the company.
Oh, is this a ramifications moment with the powers that be?
Yeah, totally.
How much did you have to do with writing that opening tonight?
It was something Will wanted to do.
I could have done the show you guys want to do. I'm equipped for that.
You can. You can expand, you can rebut.
I've got a mandate. And you guys just set me up to look like an asshole before I even got a chance to get started.
That wasn't what we...
Shut up.
Just came there to say that.
Yeah. Don's mad.
That's what you were reading on your BlackBerry, right?
I mean, it said eyes only, baby.
I've got eyes.
Yeah, but you're on a different team now.
To artificially hype the threat of a bomb, you're confusing it with douchebaggery 101.
And the Muslim?
First, it was a lone wolf. Shahzad was trained in Pakistan.
So this is a flashback episode.
The system worked. He was taken off the plane by a final check of the flight manifest by a U.S. customs officer.
Lance Orton was alerted to the smoking car by a photograph vendor named Aliou Niass, an immigrant from Senegal.
Why haven't we heard about this guy?
He's a Muslim. I think if the religion of the bomber is important, then so's the religion of the guy who saved everyone's life.
I agree.
That's completely fair.
So do I.
All right.
He gave back the gains he made after Northwestern.
And that's the kind of thing that would ordinarily scare Will straight.
That's Jane Fonda.
And by any chance, was it around this time that Will had some kind of epiphany about the Tea Party?
Bob Bennett, the most conservative member of the Senate, is going to lose his primary race to a guy named Mike Lee because Lee found room to the right of Bennett.
Mike Lee sucks. I hate Mike Lee.
Hoffman and Rubin were a lot more charismatic.
That's how the progressive movement would be painted for the next 40 years. People passing out daisies to soldiers. The Tea Party was a middle-class movement responding spontaneously to bad trends. They've been co-opted by the radical right, which in turn has enslaved the Republican middle. The Democrats wouldn't have nominated Abby Hoffman or Jerry Rubin for any office, and
that's
no
really true.
candidate would have sought their endorsement. My party's being hijacked, and it's happening in real time.
It gets so much worse after the Tea Party.
Hoffman and Rubin weren't Democrats, and these guys aren't Republicans. It needs to be a Republican saying it.
The Tea Party was bad. They were bad, but
still
they're MAGA now.
Yeah.
Your candidate, Mike Lee, is a fierce supporter of the Constitution.
He's also signed a note to Grover Norquist not to raise taxes. Which oath is he bound by?
He'll be bound by both.
10 Nobel Prize-winning economists were to walk into his office and say, this is a national emergency, and Mike Lee wouldn't even discuss it. He's taken an oath not to learn anything new while a member of the U.S. Senate. We needed to have the press be our friend. We wanted them to ask the questions we want to answer. Do not laugh. I felt the exact same way about the bar exam.
That's really good.
That's good.
He was a prosecutor.
Oh, really?
He graduated college at 19, law school at 21. The newsroom turned into a courtroom because I made the decision that American voters need a fucking lawyer.
This Congress keeps going the way it is. People are really looking towards those Second Amendment remedies. That was a Republican nominee for the U.S. Senate saying she hasn't ruled out a violent overthrow of her government.
So many of these lines, it's like cut to
Right.
15 years later.
Yeah.
No, I'm meeting Will. We're going out.
Way to go, Will.
That's fantastic! How do you know Will? I work for the Jets, and Will's a big fan.
The New York Jets?
Yeah. I was sitting watching you right there while you were right there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
In about 3 hours, he'll be on TV on the West Coast, while at the same time out with you on a date. Unless he gets tired, which happens sometimes because he's old. You're going on a date with a cheerleader?
Not a high school cheerleader, a professional
That
cheerleader.
doesn't make it
Professional
better.
cheerleader.
Can I
yeah.
help you?
Should I warn you about something? You're a rich and famous person. She may want to sleep with you.
That didn't sound like something that should come with a warning. That sounded like something that should come with balloons. You got ink on your face.
I work with pens.
Get a grip.
Yeah, I know.
6 weeks, I haven't heard anything from the 44th floor. How are they with this?
I'll tell you when there's something to worry about.
Well, there's something to worry about. Cut 2.
Yeah.
You must be waiting for Will.
Yes, I'm Deshauna Yadav.
Mackenzie McHale.
Okay, so a bit of a ladies' man.
Yeah.
Neurologist at Columbia Presbyterian, chief of surgery. That would make her a brain surgeon. Literally, a brain surgeon.
That's not hard to be.
Oh, come on.
Bryce Delaney became the 6th GOP incumbent to be ousted by a Tea Party candidate. Sponsored or co-sponsored 38 pieces of legislation that were signed into law.
Yeah.
He lost his primary to a dentist.
I gave the wrong answer at a town hall meeting. Is President Obama a socialist? My answer was that the talk of him being a socialist was a silly distraction.
It was.
Will, there are brilliant conservative minds in the Republican Party. Price that the country is going to pay for not having a reasonable opposition party. I co-sponsored a bill.
With a Democrat. What did H.R. 2559 provide for?
Homeless veterans, counseling, job training.
And this really predicted some hardcore realities, didn't it?
It's frustrating.
I mean, this is what we live with every day now.
Totally.
Has she seen the new show?
If there was a problem, I'd have heard about it.
I think you've had enough bourbon for one lifetime.
Not my lifetime.
We lost David and Charles.
David and Charles, the Koch brothers? We know them well.
The Tea Party presents itself as a grassroots movement, especially traditional,
We're joined from Manhattan, Kansas by Mike Lindahl, a construction contractor.
Manhattan, Kansas. It's definitely the Koch brothers they're talking about. Yep.
Well, first and foremost, we want to take our country back.
You describe the Tea Party as a grassroots movement, right?
Absolutely. We have no central control, and that is something that seems to confound the media.
I'm sorry?
That's what confounds the media.
Do I look confounded to you?
If you follow the money, nearly all of it eventually leads to AFP.
Americans for Prosperity, yep.
Have you ever heard the name Koch Industries?
Are you talking about Coca-Cola?
Oh my God.
No, it's an oil company.
Koch Industries is the second largest private company in the country, and they could buy and sell George Soros 10 times over.
It was a Tea Party event. The invitation.
She's
Is
sick?
she? Yeah, she's getting ill.
That summit was paid for entirely by Americans for Prosperity. Cheryl,
Big
Mike,
pot.
are the Koch brothers average Americans whose voices are being drowned out by lobbyists? I'm confounded.
That was petty.
Mic drop.
Okay,
And I'm
does he
gonna
back
weigh
off
these
if
with you
Maggie's
3
pregnant?
times once they're loaded, and we screw this up. That
She gets panic attacks. She starts to get dizzy and shake, and she thinks she's dying. She's fine. She just needs to be left alone.
You guys did a good show tonight. I wasn't aware of, what was going on with the McRib sandwich.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
They do not like each other.
No.
Do not come down on the Cokes without checking upstairs. Do you understand?
Get your finger out of my face.
Lisa, the guys you bring to the apartment have got to stop taking my Xanax.
Oh
Yeah,
my God!
that's a
Wow.
big deal.
Yeah.
Tell me what's happening.
I just need a minute.
I'm gonna feel your pulse, okay?
You really don't need to.
Don's not the best boyfriend, is he?
No.
Some guys I was embedded with got panic attacks.
I'm gonna pass out.
It feels like it, but you won't.
I've had one panic attack and I thought I was dying.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone likes you.
Should get back to the
The
meeting.
meeting's over. Stay put.
He prescribed Xanax.
Did you take one?
Yeah, well, the roommate's boyfriend stole him.
My roommate's a drug addict.
They were good guys? The guys you were embedded with?
They were the best.
Don's hands are tied. He's a great guy, and you two should be friends.
You guys obviously have something. Stop breaking up.
Yeah, that was him.
I think the best analogy I can use is Rocky II. Mrs. Lansing, Rocky Balboa was a lefty.
Rocky was political.
Left-handed. Just that Mackenzie McHale got here, shouted now, and Will started swinging away.
I shouted now. I'm Burgess Meredith. He don't just want to beat you, see? He wants to murder you.
Don and Maggie broke up.
When?
Last week. Tess told Tamara, Tamara told Kendra, and Kendra talked to Maggie, who confirmed it was over. So, get in there.
I'm not gonna swoop in like she's a rent-controlled apartment. She's probably really upset.
He's thinking about it, though.
I told her if she wants to stay together, she has to not break up.
What are you working on there?
A story about people voting against their own interest.
That's
That's
funny.
really
Yeah.
funny.
What state, what city, what county in this country is in danger of falling under Sharia law?
Curious about that myself.
Now this is the... All right, precincts are closing in Kentucky.
Okay, this is where the 112th Congress gets voted in.
He was a great public servant. Call it red.
The Tea Party won big.
Well, the brand new governor of Wisconsin just said, tonight I want to tell every worker who have an ally in the governor's office. Isn't he the one who wants to bust the unions? Am I mixing him up?
Scott Walker.
Can you get him to go to LA a little more?
Who's Scott Walker?
He was the governor of Wisconsin that was very anti-teacher.
We are looking at American democracy in action, Will, and it is really a beautiful sight to see.
How do you explain people who are on Social Security voting for candidates who could well endanger Social Security?
Learned that myself.
I can't.
Well, they don't call you an analyst for nothing.
Get in the game, would you please? Would you stop being so fucking enthralled with the act of punching a ballot?
Get back here. I mean, I don't know who you think I am. Don't talk to me like I am a disappointing child. Get back together with Maggie so you can be the regular prick that I like. You're fired.
That's fair. Yeah, don't be rude to me.
Everything you just said was right.
You work for me.
I'm not the one who wants to be a star, Mama Rose. I don't have time to explain the plot of Gypsy.
Pretend I gave a better pep talk.
Cool.
That was actually handled really well.
Yeah.
I want to say something to you that's both inappropriate and insubordinate. You could give Mac a break and have the women meet you at the restaurant.
That's actually really thoughtful.
Yeah.
I've got the image of Mackenzie with her ex-boyfriend. I need the team from Inception to come and remove the image from I'm simply not considering her feelings at all. Yeah, I just heard myself say that. I wanted to tell you that I shouldn't have.
Honey, you're gonna tell me if I'm in the way, right?
No,
I know who this is. I am not worthy.
Oh, no.
Good to meet you.
This is my friend, Wade Campbell.
She's so British. We're a little more than friends. She said you never come in here, so.
Yeah, no, I think I got lost on my way to the men's room.
This is tense.
Oh, my God. Wade seems like a perfectly nice tool.
Right, yeah.
I'm sorry.
You gotta ask the Tea Party about the debt ceiling.
Oh, Boehner will keep him in line on the debt ceiling. Doesn't give the government permission to borrow more money. Gives the government permission to pay
Yes,
back the money.
exactly, yes.
Do their constituents know that?
Rock.
Yeah. People don't understand the debt ceiling and it makes them do stupid things when, as far as posturing.
Will you be voting to raise the debt ceiling?
I will not be casting a single vote to spend a single dollar that we do not have.
These people.
Sir, that's not what the debt ceiling does.
Are you aware of the consequences of not raising the debt ceiling?
World economy collapses.
Come have a drink with Will and me.
Thank you very much, but it's pretty late and it's a work night and I gotta be in early.
Oh, be a damn newsman, would you?
Yes, sir.
I would have a drink with Charlie.
So would I.
He's the best. Don't talk to her.
I'm just gonna...
How's my hair?
Breath mint?
Right.
Yep. Oh, that's awkward. Oh.
At least he didn't get there 10 seconds earlier.
So this is just going to keep happening.
Of course.
Brutal. No words.
Yeah.
Could we have the room, please?
Oh, she's actually going to talk. She's such a great actress.
She's amazing.
Moses and Jesus are playing golf. Jesus steps up to the tee and hooks the ball into the trees. Suddenly the sky darkens. Rain pours down and
This is weirder than Rocky 2.
and a bird flies down and takes the fish and the ball out over the green, drops it in the cup. And Moses says, look, you want to play golf or you want to fuck around?
The ratings have stabilized. We're doing a show you can be proud of, and I'll get them back to where they used to be.
And rebrand ACN as MSNBC's more combative brother?
We did the news.
For the left?
For the Senate. We don't pretend that certain facts are in dispute to give the appearance of fairness to people who don't believe them. America just elected the most dangerous Congress in my lifetime.
I have business in front of this Congress.
That's always the problem. There's always a merger or a buyout that the government has a lot of control over.
And the Koch brothers are not playing around, if that's what you're talking about. They drop Brinks trucks on people they disagree with. Disabuse yourself of the idea that this is a conversation between equals. You don't make money for stockholders, which I have a fiduciary responsibility to do. Now, the congressmen are the same people that Will has been making look like fucking morons for the last 6 months. They hold the keys to the future of AWM. They're not candidates anymore. They are congressmen, and he's going to lay off.
He's not going to lay off anything.
Oh, yes, he is.
If Joe McCarthy sat on the House Subcommittee for Communications and Technology, would you have told Morrow to lay off?
No.
Michelle Bachmann's called for Congress to be investigated.
Michelle Bachmann is a hairdo. I'm not
Yeah,
worried
she was a
about Michelle
freaking moron.
But he's going to tone it down, or I'm going to fire him.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Now, you want to play golf or you want to fuck around?
Oh, I'm glad we circled back to that.
Right, yeah.
Where the hell are we?
It's my understanding this is a karaoke bar with affordable food and drinks.
When you describe it, it really sounds like Brigadoon.
Hey, I like being here. Election night. Just the guys. And every 2 years, we drive to a fire station and overthrow the government, and there isn't a policeman in the street.
Leona Lansing wants to see me at 10 a.m. in the 40th floor conference room.
So he had that meeting at 10 a.m. and he was drinking.
Yeah, he was firing him down, wasn't he?
For a second, I thought he left there and went there.
Okay, so we know where we're going a little bit on the show. Things are not going well, or not going to go well.
And you know, it is crazy that like these mergers and buyouts take precedent. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they take so long. I think
we're seeing it now, kind of with the was it Skydance or whatever?
Yeah, is one of the things during the whole Kimmel thing that John Oliver was saying is like these guys hold this over their heads and tell them what they can and can't say, and they drag out whether or not they're going to allow it to hold, so the government can hold so much power over these companies to do what they want, and it's like they should not be allowed to just drag this out forever so that you can kind of lord these deals and these licenses over their heads.
Yeah.
It's a First Amendment violation, which is ultimately what was kind of happening there.
I think Colbert is kind of a product of that too.
Yeah, that's why he got fired. It was over a merger.
It's awful.
Everyone knows it. That's why he's done.
Yeah.
They agreed to pull the show completely and forever to help a merger go through because we have a president now, like beyond anything even on this show, that will just stand up and say is like, I'll just start, if everything's bad about me, I'll just start pulling your licenses. It's like you shouldn't be able to say that.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
It is absurd that we're living in this time right now.
Yeah, this is the dumbest time we've ever lived in.
I think so. I really genuinely think so.
You know what's really sad, honestly? There's going to be a pendulum back. There always is. And 10 years from now, everybody that's like, yeah, kick out all the foreigners and shut up and fire all the journalists and, all the people who are loving this goose-stepping stuff, invade all the cities, all of this horror. The pendulum's going to swing back. We're all going to be like, whoa, that was stupid. And these guys will be like, yeah, I thought it was dumb all along. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you can't find somebody who says, I really supported the crap out of George W. Bush during those 8 years. That none of them admit it. And it's going to be it's going to be the same thing with now, right?
Totally.
All these people who were just like red hats all over are going to be like, no, man, I was never. I thought that was terrible the whole time.
People remember.
Yeah, people. Yeah, it's different now than it was with the Bush stuff because everyone's putting their stuff online. It's like you're gonna have a hard time, with the internet the way it is now. Distancing yourself.
This makes me think of that super bad meme. People don't forget.
People don't forget. Yeah, exactly.
We won't.
Yeah. I was in New York, and there were there's street vendors selling everything,
Sure.
and there were a couple I saw that had nothing but MAGA stores on the streets.
Of course, yep.
Which is, whatever, sell your stuff. It was in Times Square,
Sure.
right, in theater districts, so mostly to tourists.
Totally.
But no one was wearing one. I saw tens of thousands of people everywhere that I went, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see one of those hats, which means the people who are buying them are tourists that don't have the stones to actually wear them out in a place like New York City. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They packed them away so they can go back to where we live, and then wear them around proudly.
I guess it kind of depends on where you're at. I mean, I was shocked.
No, it does. Absolutely where you're at.
I was shocked that when I was in California, I saw
Sure.
a lot of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which it's like, fine. Wear what you want to wear.
Yeah,
I don't care. You know what I mean?
guess,
I don't agree with you.
You do you, yeah.
You do you.
Yeah, the Koch brothers, we live in the area where the Koch brothers kind of rule everything and have for decades.
Yep.
And they've been problematic.
They have been.
They helped write tax laws in Kansas that said business owners don't need to pay taxes at all, have a 0% state income tax rate, and then schools had to start shutting down. Like public schools couldn't keep the lights on.
My school.
Yeah.
My elementary school and middle school Gone.
Yeah, that was when Sam Brownback was the governor of Kansas, and he thought that trickle-down economics was a real thing. And the Koch brothers told him, it's a real thing. It really works. Just make all the poor people pay all the taxes. And the state went bankrupt instantly.
I'm still pissed off about it because I remember there's districts. So my hometown, we had elementary school, middle school. There's a bigger town adjacent to us. That's what the high school is, right?
Right.
The high school lost the vice principal.
Yep. That
school's completely gone. I remember they held a meeting to see like how we can keep it open, and they were like, we can't.
Yeah.
Everybody walked out. And,
Yeah.
You know, it still makes me so mad to this day.
That's why they just stopped taxing. If you owned businesses in the state of Kansas, you didn't have to pay taxes on that business income. It was ridiculous. It completely destroyed the state. And it was, and again, the reason I mentioned it, it was all Americans for Prosperity that put all that pressure. They funded all of the people who ran in the state, the House and Senate, as well as the governor who pushed that through. And it took a lot of time to undo it.
Yeah. And you get those people on the show here that are like from Manhattan. They were like, Coca-Cola? Like, you know exactly who they are.
Yeah, you know who they are. Yeah, but at any rate, I like the timeliness of the episode. Like, this was like a real-time show. Like, I know, what was the show, like 2012-ish? Okay. So they're dealing with like issues as they're happening, right? So it's kind of like a more updated West Wing, where you're dealing with the like the Tea Party and stuff like that, issues as they were unraveling. So it's kind of nice to see Sorkin address those issues. You know, a chance to get more modern ones. This is why we keep saying, like, I wish he would do a new TV show where he did, like, because our world is so much crazier now than it was even when this show was on.
I don't know how you do it at this point. You know what I mean? Because this is different than Veep, obviously. Veep is a satire, but like, you can't really satirize what's happening right now because it's already so absurd.
Yeah, I mean, that's why Veep gave up.
Exactly.
You know, it's tough.
I would be very interested to see how he would do it nowadays. You know, but what I find interesting about the show too is this first season did come out in 2012. But we're in 2010 right now, the first 3 episodes at least. So
there's going to be some time jumps in there,
I think so, because we went through like a year here, basically.
Yeah, we went through some time here, but it was several months that they covered here.
Yep. So I wonder if we'll get up to date as the season goes on. I find it kind of curious that we're doing it that way. I'm here for it. I like how this is unfolding so far.
That's great.
And I want to see more of Jane Fonda's character.
Yeah, she can command a screen, can't she?
She's great, man.
Yeah. All right, we'll catch you next one, guys.
See ya.